Hello and welcome to another playthrough of Marvel Champions, the card game. So we are going to be playing another core set villain, Klaw. So this will be our second attempt to take him out. We tried with Spider-Man once before and we were not successful. So we were trying Klaw again. He is a scheme of 2, attack of 0. Has a force interrupt when Klaw attacks. Give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. So we'll be getting 2 boost cards. He has a hit points of 12 on his first form. And then, so the underground distribution. Alright. The attack on shield facility has linked to an underground weapons network. So we have Klaw 1 and 2, standard encounter set, and we use the Masters of Evil modular encounter set, which is the recommended one. So now we're going to search for Defense Network side scheme. Alright, it's in here somewhere. There's the top card. Alright, so that starts out on the field. We'll shuffle the deck. Alright, and then we flip this over. So this starts with 2 plus 1 per player. So it will be starting with 3 threat on it. And then we will discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded and put it into play. Engage with the first player. It's going to be Tiger Shark. He's the first card we pulled. Scheme of 1, attack of 3. For a force response, after Tiger Shark attacks, give him a tough status card, okay? So we're going to try to keep him from attacking us. The She-Hulk deck that we're going to be using is going to be the one from this book that came with the core set, the She-Hulk Aggression build. So if you have the core set in the Learn to Play book, it's near the back. So if you want to build this deck, we're going to have to shuffle Legal Work into the encounter deck. So She-Hulk, on her Jennifer Walters side, has Recover of 3. I Object is an interrupt. When threat will be placed on a scheme, prevent one of that threat, limit once per round. Hit points of 15, hand size of 6 on this side. On this side, She-Hulk side, Thwart of 1, attack of 3, defense of 2. Do you even lift is a response. After you change to this form, deal 2 damage to an enemy. She has a hand size of 4, hit points of 15. Okay, so we're set to 15. Klaw is set to 12. And we're going to go ahead and draw our 6 cards. Let's see what we got. So we have Relentless Assault, Power of Aggression, Haymaker, Split Personality, Legal Practice, and Hellcat. Okay. So what I would like to do, alright, I'm going to go ahead and flip, and that will deal 2 damage to Tiger Shark with her response. And then I'm going to pay for Relentless Assault with Power of Aggression. So it counts as 2 resources, paying for an aggression card. And I can make those 2 resources the Strength resource. So it deals 5 damage to a minion. Since I'm paying with Strength, the attack gains Overkill. So it does 4 to Tiger Shark and 1 to Klaw. So Tiger Shark is no more. And Klaw is down to 11. Now I can, so what I can do, I can go ahead and attack for 3, bring Klaw down to 8. Then what I'm going to do is pay 3 to do Split Personality. So I'm using those 3 cards to pay for Split Personality, which is change your form, flip your identity card, then draw up to your printed hand size. So she's going to flip back over to Jennifer Walters and draw 6 cards. So I got Attack Team, Combat Training, Hulk, Ground Stomp, Focus, Rage, and Chase Them Down. So I think I'm going to want to play those two. So I'm going to pay for Combat Training with Ground Stomp and Focus, Rage as my 2 resources. So what Combat Training does is play under enemy player's control, max 1 per player. Your hero gets +1 attack. And then I'm going to actually just play Hulk. So now I have She-Hulk and Hulk. And Hulk is going to attack for 3. He has a 3 attack thwart. He can't thwart, 5 health. And then when he attacks, you discard the top card of your deck. If the card's printed resources, depending on what it is, something else is going to happen. So first, it's going to attack for 3. Claws down to 5. We're going to discard top card. It is Lightning. So that does 1 damage to each character. So 1 damage to me. 1 damage to Klaw. And then Hulk gets damage for attacking, and he damaged himself. So that'll be 2 damage on Hulk. Okay, so I'm out of cards, out of things to do. So ready everything up. I'll draw back up to 6. 6. And we got Attack Team, Mockingbird, Superhuman Strength, 1-2 Punch, Gamma Slam, and Tigra. Okay, so on the start of the villain phase, the main scheme gets 1 threat added to it. And then Klaw is going to scheme for 2 plus a boost card of 2. So he's going to scheme for 4. I prevent one of that with Jennifer Walters' interrupt of I object. So it's only 3. So that's 4 out of 6 on there. And then I get an encounter card dealt to me. And it's going to be an attachment for Klaw. So we'll just put it next to him. So what it does is you attach it to Klaw. It gives him +1 attack. And then a force respawns after Klaw attacks and damages a character, stun that character. And as a hero action, we can spend 1 of each resource to discard this card. So if we want to get rid of that, we can. Now it's our turn. So first, I'm going to flip over, dealing 2 damage to Klaw. And then I will attack with She-Hulk for 3. A little, she actually deals 4. So I'll attack with Hulk. No. What do I want to do? Yeah, we'll just do that. So I'm going to pay for Attack Team using Superhuman Strength, Gamma Slam, and Tigra. So Attack Team comes into play. They have 3 attack counters. When those are gone, discard this card. Exhaust Attack Team and remove 1 counter, and it deals 2 damage to an enemy. So we'll go ahead and put our 3 counters on that. We will Exhaust Attack Team, remove a counter to deal 2 damage to Klaw, and he's at 0 for his first phase. So now we're going on to the second. So when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it and shuffle the encounter deck. And then when Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card. So he still has that, and now he has an attack of 1. And its skill is still a scheme of 2. So we're going to, I don't think we've seen it yet, no. And the Immortal Klaw is a side scheme. Klaw gets plus 10 hit points, and when the scheme is defeated, Klaw loses these hit points. It also has that icon, so we will be getting an extra threat on there every round. So we'll shuffle this. We're going to put Klaw's hit points. So he has 18 plus 10, so he's going to be at 28 for now. And then this has 3 per player. 3 threat for a player, so now we will go ahead and attack for 4 with She-Hulk, taking Klaw down to 24. I will use Mockingbird to pay for 1-2 punch. After you make a basic attack, using your attack, ready She-Hulk. And then she'll attack for 4 more, bringing Klaw down to 20. Okay, and then Hulk is going to attack for 3, bringing Klaw down to 17. And then we have to, again, discard a top card and see what happens. So it's that kind of resource. So Hulk would take a damage, but then it's just discard Hulk. So he is gone. Alright. That's all we can do on our turn, so we're going to ready everything up. Draw up to our hand size of 4. So we got a 1-2 punch, Helicarrier, uppercut, and Superhuman Law Division. Alright, the villain's turn is going to get 2 on it because Mortal Klaw is in play, so it's going to get up to 6. So that is gone. And we're going to move over to the second main scheme. So Klaw has found a buyer for his illegal weapons. It's up to you to stop the sale, but meeting is surrounded by Klaw's cronies. So we're going to discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player, and then advance to 2B. So minion, first card, he has guard and toughness. So he's an armored guard, scheme of 0, attack of 1, 3 health. So we'll just stick him right here. So this, once this gets to 8, the players lose the game. Alright, so now Klaw is going to attack She-Hulk. And he is going to get 2 boost cards. So that's 1 plus 3 damage. Down to 11. The Armor Guard attacks for 1. We're down to 10. And then we will be getting a encounter card. So now we have the Melter to deal with. So the engaged player must defend against Melter's attacks with an ally they control if able. So he has attack of 3, scheme of 1, and 5 health. Okay. So now on our turn, we're going to go ahead and use Tac Team. Oh, also, we're stunned from when Klaw attacked us, and it's +1. So we're down to 9 actually, and we are stunned. So anyways, Tac Team is going to take the top off of the Armor Guard. We're going to attack with She-Hulk to remove stunned, and then we will use the Helicarrier to pay for 1-2 punch. So after you perform a basic attack, using your attack, ready She-Hulk. So she's readied. And then I'll attack for 4 on the armored guard to take him out. Then I'm going to pay 1 to get the superhuman law division out. So what that does is I can exhaust it and spend that resource, a science resource, to remove 2 threat from a scheme. I don't have any cards, so I won't be able to do it this turn. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to Jennifer Walters. And then our turn is over, so we're going to draw back up to 6. So we got the power of aggression, Nick Fury, focused rage, first aid, relentless assault, and tenacity. Okay. So first we're going to add 2 threat to the main scheme. I'll prevent one of those with Jennifer Walters. So just 1. Klaw is going to scheme for 2 plus 1, so 3. And then Melter will scheme for 1. So that's up to 5 out of 8. Okay. Then we're going to get an encounter card dealt to us. And it's going to be Shadows of the Past. Okay, so when revealed, reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion, put it into play, engage with you. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis side scheme and put it into play. Shuffle the rest of your set-aside Nemesis encounter set into the encounter deck. If your Nemesis minion does not enter the game this way, this card gains Surge. So our Nemesis is Titania. So her scheme of 1 and attack of X. X is equal to Titania's remaining hit points. So her hit points are 6. So right now her attack is 6. And then her side scheme, when revealed, 1 additional threat here per player. So it starts with 3 plus 1 is going to be 4. Alright, and then her 3 other Nemesis cards are going to get shuffled in to the main encounter deck. Okay, so we got some things we can do. So what I want to do first is flip over to She-Hulk. 2 damage to Klaw with her Do Even Lift response. We are going to use Tac Team. Final counter. 2 damage to Klaw, bringing him down to 13. Actually, we're going to want to do this before we flipped over. We're going to exhaust Superhuman Law Division and spend the Science Resource to remove 2 threat from a scheme to get 2 off of here. So then we would have flipped and dealt the 2 damage. So that's down to 1. We are going to pay 4 resources for Nick Fury to come out. So the 4 we played, Power Aggression, and those other 3. So he will come into play with a thwart of 2, attack of 2. After Nick Fury enters play, choose 1, remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. At the end of the round, if Nick Fury is still in play, discard him. So we're going to do 4 damage to Klaw, bringing him down to 9. And then Nick Fury will thwart for 2 off of the Immortal Klaw side scheme, which causes Klaw to lose his plus 10 hit points. And since he's only at 9 health, he will go down to 0. So Nick Fury really came in and helped us take out Klaw. So that is a standard basic playthrough of She-Hulk versus Klaw. let me know in the comments if you liked the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.